Yes. I just wanted a different angle. That's what I wanted. But I don't know if that's possible. We're gonna go with it. I just wanted this. Is that possible? Yeah. Can y'all hear me with the mic at this angle? All right, God bless us. All right. I am in a season of breaking all the rules that kept me safe for the time that they did. And they're not keeping me safe anymore, they're keeping me fake. So, I'm about to do something that is against the rules in my body and do a very short poem, okay? All right. What if I told you I don't know what I'm afraid of? Don't know what the boogeyman's name is? Not sure if I knew what to call it, if it would make any difference, because I know a thing or two. What if I told you that the paralyzing fear is that they killed him for speaking the truth? What if I told you a story of a young poet who knows some untraditional truth? The poet knows the story of prophets, activists, change makers, revolutionaries, and the end is always the end. What if I told you the options on the table are obedience and execution or rebellion and persecution? Because you can do it the hard way or the harder way, but the path you take is still the next step. Thank you. Give it up for Wonder. Next up, please give it up for Shajara. How's everybody doing? Hello. I should have written my name phonetically. It's okay. I set you up. I write in cursive too. Where's my way at? There I am. So my name is Shahida. That is not how it's spelled, but that's how it's pronounced. I'm an Afro-Latina. I'm an educator. I'm a writer. I'm not a poet, but I do write poems. I consider myself a writer. So today I'm going to read something that I wrote recently because I've been writing since I'm 29 and I've never really shared my writing publicly. So this is the first time I read anything. I've had other people read it for me, but I've never read it or recited anything. And I'm 45. So I've been writing to educate and writing to entertain and writing to escape, but never sharing my writing. So here we go. And this one's for the ladies. If you have a male partner or a lover or a husband or something, this one's for you ladies with your partner. So it's titled, Slow Like Honey. I should put my glasses on because I'm 45. Just sit. I want your hands slow like honey, dripping down my back. I want the night to stretch like your arms across my dark, soft skin. You can talk if you want to, but I'm not asking for your best stories. I want your breath caught in my ear and your name sliding off your tongue. Lean back and make space for me. I'll straddle your legs slowly while you look into my eyes. Show me that your hands know how to move slow and when to stay still. Run your fingers gently down my spine. Slower. Can you feel the way my skin rises under your fingertips? Between breaths, I'm moving closer. 2 chocolate-dipped cherries press against your chest. You hold me tighter. I feel you awaken. Thick as eggplant, heavy with need. Too beautiful to turn from. But not yet. Let me take a step back. I'll peel this mango for you. Pull the skin back with my fingers. Let the juice run down my hands. Yes. That's what I want you to see. You bite your lip? Ooh, those lips. They hold a flame that light my skin on fire. Just sit. I want you to watch until you can't anymore, until your hunger spills and you come undone right here.
One more time, say your name for us, please. Shahida, please give it up one more time. All right, next up, please give it up for John Holiday. All the way to the stage.
I'm an artist and a public speaker. You can go to my website, coyoteinsightart.com, all one word. I'm retired. I retired. I used to be the CEO for Muckleshoot and the CEO for Snoqualmie. And my family comes from here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the area, and then I'm going to sing a warrior song for you. But I'm telling you about this stuff because I want you to know where this warrior song comes from. The first thing is our word Tushabit. It means warrior spirit. And for me, it's the 4 G's. The first one is get up, make yourself useful. The second one is go without if you have to. Food, warmth, comfort, shelter, to take care of others. The third one is willing to give up your life and or your freedom for the principles that you believe in or to protect the people that you love. And the last G is if you get knocked down, get back up, so you can do all those things above.
That's right.
October 27th, 1855, the Washington militia is riding towards the White River crossing to arrest Leschi for complaining about the treaties that they had given us only 3/4 of an acre of land when they're giving away 160 acres per white citizen.
Come on now.
So the Washington militia is riding to arrest Leschi at the White River crossing at the camp of my great-great-great-great-grandfather, the treaty signer Coquilton from Enumclaw. So why would Leschi ride with this camp? Well, Leschai's mother was the daughter of Wiyawat, the big chief from Yakima. And the war chief from Yakima's name was Kamayakan, and his mother was also a daughter of Wiyawat. That means that the Leschai's mother and the war chief for Yakima were brother and sister. My great-great-great-grandfather's daughter-in-law, Cecile, father was a Nez Perce chief named Seeyilik. And that same Nez Perce chief was the father of Kamayakan, the war chief for the Yakimas. So Leschi rode to the camp of Coquilton. That's the connection. Family. So the Washington militia is riding to arrest Leschi at the White River crossing. And what was the White River crossing there in Bonnie Lake? It was where the Natchez Trail split, one to go down to Elliott Bay and one to go down to Commencement Bay. And they had been building blockhouses on both sides of the river to control the flow of Indians. So the militia is riding towards the White River crossing, and my great-great-great-grandfather's son, Tuwapati, or my great-great-great-uncle, took the first shot, killing McAllister, a squatter from Nisqually. So then we pinned him down in a cabin. The next day, we burned down 3 cabins in Auburn. We killed the King family, the Jones family, and the Brannon family. And one of the children survived, and we shepherded him to Seattle. He came from the King family, and that's where the King County gets its name. Originally, before it was named after Martin Luther King.
That's right.
I was there the day they changed it.
Wow.
So then word went out that we were attacking Seattle. So the Yakima sent 100 warriors, and they had to leave their horses at Easton and come by snowshoe. It took them 4 days to come, and there was no REI at that time. This was January 1856. Those were tough sons of bitches.
Come on, Yakima.
January 26, 1856, we attacked Seattle with 400 warriors. Yakima, the Duwamish watershed, Puyallup, and Nisqually, we attacked Seattle. We attacked a United States battleship called the Decatur. There's a Decatur High School in Federal Way. Then, white citizens were conscripted by the governor to serve in the militia, and they refused. And then the governor jailed white citizens who opposed the war. And then a judge ordered their release, and then he threw the judge in jail. So they wrote to the State Department. Then the Indians kept fighting the war, and the last battle was March 10th, 1856 at Bonnie Lake. 300 of us faced off against 300 from the other side, and then we withdrew to the other side of the mountains. Then the governor got a letter from the president saying his conduct was unbecoming the president. And so he had a peace council. And we went from 1,200 acres to 25,000 acres. And that's why the Indians are still here.
That's right.
Because we fought back. And I think that's a story that needs to be told.
Thank you.
In 1961, there was a man in a jazz bar in downtown Seattle, and this man saw this young lady sitting over there, and he goes over there to visit her, and then he looks over and he sees these 2 policemen, and he wonders what they're doing there. And they reach across the table, and they lift this woman by the armpits up over the table, set her down, cuff her, and take her away.
What?
That man said to someone else who was there, "What was that all about?" And he said, "Well, she's an Indian, and this is an all-white bar." That man had enjoyed talking to her, so he decided to go and bail her out. That man is my father, and that woman is my mother. My mother was arrested just for being a person of color. This didn't happen in the South. This didn't happen somewhere else. This happened right here.
That's right.
My father also told me about going to the Armory in Seattle, the food court, and looking up in the rafters and seeing all the black people because it was segregated.
Yep.
So, what would you do if that was done to your mother? How would you feel if that was done to your best friend? How would you feel if that was done to your daughter? Well, my mom's best friend was arrested for protest fishing at this river right down here at the bottom of the hill. My family invaded Fort Lawton in Seattle to take the land back for the Indians, and we had 50 MPs come down on us with tear gas and billy clubs. If you go to my website, there's a picture of me and my mother on the steps of the federal courthouse in 1970. Then in 1972, my brother went to the BIA building in Washington, D.C. and took it over. He told me about how he was practicing kicking in windows. And then in 1973, my brother was at Wounded Knee. If you go to my website, you can see he's sitting there at a checkpoint with a rifle in his hand. Holding off the FBI and the U.S. Marshal Service and the National Guard, fighting for tribal rights. Well, he brought this song home from Wounded Knee, passed away fishing in 78. So this is the warrior song. This is a song for all those people who stand up for their rights, stand up for things that are wrong, you know, that we are all created equal, and that we have an inalienable right to be a human being, to be counted, to be able to vote, to be heard. That is our right. And my brother, in 1973, has over 100 years after the Indian Wars, still had a rifle in his hands, fighting for our rights. Passed away fishing in 78, but he brought this song home. It's a warrior song. So I'm going to sing this warrior song. If you could please stand. I'm going to sing this warrior song, and this is for all the warriors. Black, white, Chinese, Hawaiian, Asian, all the warriors who will stand up against oppression. Stand up and fight for your rights. Teach your children. Let them see you caring about others. Oh, hey, yeah, hey, oh, hey, ah, hey, ah, ah, yeah. Hey, oh, hey, yeah, hey, oh, hey, ah, hey, ah, ah, yeah. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, ah, yeah. Hey, ah, ah, yeah, hey, ah, ah, yeah. Hey, ah, ah, yeah, hey, ah, ah, hey, ah, ah, yeah, hey, ah, ah, oh. Way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, ah, yeah. Way, ah, ah, yeah, way, ah, ah, yeah. Way, ah, ah, yeah, way, ah, ah, way, ah, ah, way, ah, ah, oh. Thank you.
Thank you.
One more time for John Holiday. Okay, so this next person, please don't get mad at me if I mention your name. I was spelled out before I messed it up, okay? Jaime, I'm thinking Jamie or...
Jaime?
Give her a round of applause, y'all, please.
When we were walking in, Dad signed up to do a song, and for whatever reason, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna sign up too and support. And midway through this amazing talent that I've seen tonight, I realized Dad doesn't really need support, because I remember when he sang the national anthem in front of the Kraken, at the Kraken Stadium on Indigenous Peoples Night. And he has a billboard in downtown Seattle, 4th Avenue. But I guess I've just been feeling a little bit dangerous. My divorce was final on the 24th, which was also our 8th wedding anniversary, so there's some kind of like kismet there. I used to write poetry a lot when I was younger, and, as I got older, I started to lose all of my arts. I went to art school, but I stopped painting, and, I stopped writing, and, in the course of this relationship, I really lost myself, and, hey, I'm practicing being seen, This one's called Wedding Band. My first wedding band broke unexpectedly. I was careless. Unaware of its fragility, confident it would last forever, oblivious to the brittle material it was made from. Perhaps he too. It broke like my heart after we moved to Hawaii, when I beat my hands atop the table at Wang Chung's, singing along to the karaoke. I revealed the truth as I discovered it, and had hopes that he would replace it with something stronger. Alas, in a few weeks' time, he presented me with a replacement, made from the same material, this time a promise inscribed. Years passed before it broke again. This time, when I beat my hands atop the table, it was to stand up for myself. I did not seek a replacement.